We first heard about Bahrain when we were doing ministry in Philadelphia. We got a call from the leaders of the New York City church at that time, which was Luke and Brandon Speckman. And they asked us to come to Bahrain. I didn't even know what Bahrain was, but our hearts were just immediately yes. We were excited about it and a little bit, I don't want to say scared, but just like shocked at this new avenue and opportunity. I think we both knew that it was from God, and we're excited to go on the next journey.
I had heard of Bahrain before coming out here, but I didn't know anything about it, really, to be honest. I was expecting to see only Arabs, and then it was mostly people from India and Pakistan and Bangladesh and the Philippines and some Americans, and I was like, whoa, this is very different.
My friend at the time, who was also my church leader, and they asked me, what's one of your favorite things about being a disciple? For me, it's being able to go to different conferences because you get to meet disciples from different places. And they're like, oh, well, since you're talking about traveling, we thought, would you like to go on the mission team to Bahrain? And at that point, I had wanted to leave America. I had wanted to go on a foreign mission team for most of my discipleship. So I was like, yes. And then after I said yes, I was like, where's Bahrain? What is a Bahrain? So then I started actually doing research and found out where it was.
I first heard about Bahrain, I think July 2022, because we came here December 2022. So we were just hearing the talk about this mission team being started in Bahrain, and I had no desire to leave America, but I also I was not against it. I was just praying for God to use me anywhere that He wanted to use me. I was asked, I believe in October 2022, and I was like, I'm down. We're gonna go to Bahrain.
Doing ministry here has been a learning curve, I'll say. It's not America, but it's been incredible. Because in a different place, there's a lot more opportunity for God to do miraculous things. The circumstances are different. It's a lot more challenging in different ways. So you have to find creative ways to reach the community, to reach people. And there's also those who are seeking God in a more desperate way in a country like Bahrain. So it's been awesome just to be a part of their journey and to meet people and minister to them in that way. And it continues to just really be an eye-opening experience to what God is actively doing in the world today.
And I think just coming on a mission team in general, it's going to challenge you because your faith is really refined in that time. You really have to rely on God in every aspect because you come here knowing you don't know anything for sure that's going to happen. You're picking up and moving to a new place that you've never been before. So I think they're just those initial challenges of really trusting God through all of the transitions and unexpected circumstances. So yeah, it's been challenging, but I think it's been faith building.
Yeah, it has been a challenge just finding a way to bring the gospel to those who are active and very invested in another religion. So that's been a different experience and one that's been challenging, but also it calls you to love more deeply. Because I think you'll never win somebody over just with doctrine and having the right information. Really what people want to see is your heart. Are you really living out the message that you are professing? It's been a call higher and to really be able to love and to be an example of the gospel to people.
One of the best parts was just making the memories, building family here. We used to pray in the roof of our villa. We went out so many times. We would walk to different places because in the beginning we didn't have cars. So just building family, and even now, just welcoming other people into that family and continue to build off of that has been really great.
I would say it's been an incredible faith-building, inspiring, sometimes just questionable experience because Bahrain is just so different from, I guess, where I'm from. But I really appreciate the diversity being in Bahrain because when all the cultures come together, you see the love of people, but more so you get to see the love of God, that we really get to commune together and be friends, even though we have so many different backgrounds. And personally, it's been faith building because God has just allowed me to work with and serve so many different people in age ranges and just so many things.
Just the opportunity to watch people come to Christ and come to church, some for the first time, and really just see like the love of God, and to see like what's possible in a relationship with God. I think for me that's like one of the things that I'm always just like so fired up about. Just whenever I see one of the people we maybe meet in the streets, or somebody who we reach out to at work or wherever, at some events, just come out and see it and just be like, wow, like I've never experienced anything like this before, and I want to learn more. Like I want to know like who Jesus is. That I think for me it's been incredibly rewarding.
The relationships that we've built here, that's one of the best things that you can experience. Being able to go from a stranger to being an actual brother or sister in Christ is just something that is like nothing else.
I just want to see every person who comes into this church find their purpose and find their mission from God. And I think when we're all actively living out our lives in the will of God, it's going to create an incredible impact in this country, incredible impact for anyone who comes and meets our community, our fellowship. I really hope to see the church here just be the biggest and most impactful, and even extending into the Gulf, into different countries from what we're building here. I pray for greater faith to see what God can do.
Continue to see God grow the body and grow the fellowship, and that those who come into the church can mature and catch a vision to continue to maybe inspire somebody else, and that kind of catches a vision in and of itself. And as well, I think like my husband shared, just to be able to be a spiritual home known in the Gulf, that the Kingdom of Bahrain is a place where there's love, there's family, and there's friendship, but most importantly, there's God and sound teaching.
The best parts were just being together and encouraging each other in those hard times, because we can be in the midst of stress or things going on in our lives personally, but we'll still come together, share it, relate to each other, pray with each other. So just really having each other as a church family is the best part about being in Bahrain.
It's not just a group of people that I believe in God. It's a group of people that I can connect with. I can advance to my faith.
Fellowship, community, and family.
Through church, I have my eternal family.
Can share your faith and love and
free. We are a temple of God. That is church.
See, Bahrain is showing me how much to be loved, how much to be a disciple, and I'm showing the world how much to be loved and how much to be a disciple.